Hello everyone, welcome again to our YouTube channel IELTS by Neil. Today we are going to discuss top 5 idioms that you can use in your IELTS speaking. First of all, let me tell you in a short way that why we use idioms. Well, we use idioms to make our language or to make our speaking a colorful or to add metaphor. Okay. Also, please note that do not overuse idioms. Because some students, they just overuse it, like in every sentence they're using idioms. So that is not a good idea, because if you're forcing yourself to use idiom in each and every sentence, then the chances are that you might use one or two idioms at the wrong place. So just be careful. Okay, don't you overuse them. In just one speaking topic you can use at least 2 to maximum 3 idioms. Okay, so without any further delay, let's begin our top 5 idioms which you can use in any topic for IELTS speaking. Okay, so first one is bread and butter. We call it bread and butter. Okay, so it means bread and butter is a source of income. So how with a source of income we earn bread and butter, so it means the same, bread and butter, source of income. For example, I do teaching for my passion, but working with government is my bread and butter. Means my main job is working with government, but I do teaching for my profession. Bread and butter means a source of your income. Okay, so whenever you want to say my source of income, okay, you can say, well, my bread and butter is doing this, my bread and butter is being a mechanic, my bread and butter is being an IT technician. Okay, so you can use this idiom whenever you are telling anyone your source of income or what you do. Okay, second example, I cannot take risk with my job because it's my only bread and butter, means it's my only source of income. Okay, so again, bread and butter means source of income. So whenever you are telling about your job, about your source of income, about the place you work, guys, you can use this idiom, bread and butter. Okay, next one is on the fence. Okay, on the fence. Okay, on the fence means when you are in a situation when you cannot decide from 2 or more options. For example, if you have option 1 and option 2, okay, and you are asked to choose one of them, so you can say, oh well, I'm on the fence whether should I go with option 1 or should I go with option 2. Okay, let's have a look at the examples. To be honest, I'm on the fence whether to go out on Friday night or not. So see, we have 2 options, to go out on Friday night and to not to go out on Friday night. So I'm on the fence means I'm in confusion or I'm not too sure what to do. Okay, so whenever you have to explain a situation where you are not sure or where you are not decided, or you are not able to decide, okay, then you can use this idiom, on the fence. One more example, I was on the fence, should I go for holidays or not, as the work was too busy. So these are 2 situations here, should I go for holidays or should I not go for holidays. Okay, so I was on the fence means I was not able to decide, I was not able to take a decision. So whenever you have to explain any situation, okay, where you are not able to decide or where you have to decide from 2 or more options, you can say on the fence. You can use this idiom. It's a very good idiom, okay, for your speaking in any speaking. Next one is to make or cut the long story short. To make or cut the long story short. As the idiom is telling itself, cutting the long story short means telling the shorter version of some story or to summarizing any story. Okay, means to summarize or to tell something in a shorter version. Okay, for example, to make the long story short, I would like to say that blah blah blah. So this idiom can be easily used, okay, in all the topics. For example, if you're talking about the part 2 of IELTS speaking, and when you're about to finish that part 2, You can use this idiom that, to cut the long story short, I would like to say that this was this, this was this. So you can summarize the points, okay? So whenever you are telling any story or any presentation or any incident, and in the end when you have to explain in a shorter form, or you have to explain just the main points, so you can say, to cut the long story short, I would like to say that, or it would be like that, okay? So whatever you are saying, if you want to summarize, if you want to conclude, if you want to make a shorter version, use this idiom, to cut the long story short, okay? Next one is to have a sweet tooth. To have a sweet tooth. As the words are telling, sweet tooth means to love sweet things a lot. Well, I love sweet things. Tell me, what about you in the comment section? Do you love sweet things? Okay, examples would be, I have a sweet tooth. I love chocolates and cakes. That is true for me. How about you? Tell me in the comment section below. So whenever you have to say that you like sweet things, or whenever you have to talk about a person who likes sweet things, okay, you can use this idiom that Alex have a sweet tooth. He loves chocolates. Alex have a sweet tooth. He loves cakes. He loves sweet dish, okay? Next example, I think my sister has a sweet tooth. She loves to eat sweet dishes a lot. So any person who loves to eat sweet things a lot will have a sweet tooth. Okay, so you can use this idiom. Next one is to go Dutch. To go Dutch means to share your expenses. Whenever you go out with your friends for dinner, for coffee, for anything, and when the bill comes in, okay, you share your expenses. That means you are going Dutch, okay? Example would be, I have heard that in Britain, some people go Dutch even on their first date. Oh, that's a good idea or bad idea, I don't know. Tell me in the comment section below. What do you think of this? But it's actually happened in Britain and still happening. And the next one would be, I think it's a good idea to go Dutch when people go out. To go Dutch means to share the expense. Okay, so whenever you are sharing the expense, or whenever you are sharing the money spent on anything that you have done with a group of people, that means to go Dutch. So if you are explaining anything where people are spending money together and sharing one dinner, okay, sharing a cup of coffee, okay, whatever they are, and they're pooling in the money, means they all are giving their share of money together, you can say they are going Dutch. Now comes to the bonus idioms. Okay, so these are the two idioms which can be used in any topic in the world. Okay, for example, not my cup of tea means not easy for me. So you can say, anything. If you're talking about, you can say, oh, this is not my cup of tea. Driving is not my cup of tea. Cycling is not my cup of tea. Or doing workout every day is not my cup of tea. Okay, so anything which is not easy for you, it means not my cup of tea. Okay, and opposite of this would be a piece of cake for me, means it's very easy thing for me. Going to gym is a piece of cake for me. Working out is a piece of cake for me. Driving a car is a piece of cake for me. So anything that is easy for you, okay, that is a piece of cake, and which is not easy for me, not my cup of tea. Always remember these two idioms, okay? So you can use two very easily in your speaking, and use two idioms out of these 5 idioms which I've talked about before. I hope you find this video very helpful for your IELTS speaking. If you have any questions related to the IELTS preparation, please do let us know in the comment section below. Please like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support. See you next time.